All right, we're going to go through how to create a basic InDesign layout to make a brand new document for your assignment. So I am opening up my InDesign. Your screen might look like this. It probably won't, depending on how often you use InDesign. But to launch it, hopefully you have your Creative Cloud installed. Everyone has their subscription. And if you double click on the icon, which is pink with the I and the D, you'll get a screen probably very similar to this. Okay, I can't say it's exact, but I think it'll be similar. So I'm going to create a brand new layout. So I click on the Create New button. InDesign gives you a set of just like different templates already sized. And you'll notice here that they have the categories of print, web, or mobile. For our class, we are going to be formatting our projects, this one in particular, for print. Okay, since we're just kind of getting to know it. So I'm going to click on this and you'll see that there's different blank document presets. This is very helpful for us. To start us off, we're going to have a letter size layout. This is your standard sheet of paper that most of you probably interact with. It's 8.5 by 11. So we're going to select that. On the right side, just so you can get your bearings, you have the page size. For units, please double check that it is inches and not picas. Some of you might have picas in your setup, I'm not sure. And this is the orientation options that we currently have, portrait or landscape. For this first project, I would suggest we all stick with portrait. If you feel very comfortable in InDesign, you can go ahead and do landscape, but I think if you're still learning portrait, it's just really your orientation preference. And then you're going to uncheck facing pages. This first assignment is just going to be one page. You would have facing pages checked if we were working on a 2-page, like a magazine spread, which we'll kind of get to later on. All of these options are good. And then you're going to hit create. So here is my screen. I'm going to zoom in and out really quick. So Command minus is zoom out. Command plus is zoom in. If I hold my space bar key down, I can use my mouse or my trackpad to grip the page. Sometimes that allows a little bit more control when you're trying to navigate the page. Just kind of, here are my tools. My toolbar is on the left. If you hover over them, it will tell you its title, and it actually will tell you a keyboard shortcut, which is that letter in the parentheses. So if you want to if you are a seasoned InDesign student, or if you used it before, you want to get better at accessing your tools, you can use that keyboard shortcut. So we're going to go through a couple of these tools for this first assignment. Any of these windows that you'll see here, swatches is our colors. These are our basic default swatches. I will show you in a different video how to add color. So you'll be able to kind of customize your color palette. We've got layers, we've got links. If your screen or your workspace does not look like mine, that is okay. It's supposed to be kind of customizable. If you do not have any of these windows open, or it's not right here accessible, know that if you go to your Windows tab, all of these actually control um, whether the window is open or not. So you can turn them on and off at your leisure. And a lot of times, depending on what specifically you're working on, you might not um, need all of them open, right? Sometimes our screen real estate is actually very precious. Um, so I am going to show you how to save this document. Um, so I have nothing on my document right now, but I want us to save because that's the first thing we need to learn. And so I'm going to go to File, Save. The biggest thing I would suggest is for you to either create a folder on your desktop, workspace, documents, however you organize your files, and have it specifically to, this class, right? So the main hiccup is most of the time you can't find your file. So please try and do your best to stay organized. I'm going to name my file my first initial last name, and I try and just be as direct as possible when naming my file name, like the file name. Please don't put periods, exclamation points, emojis of any sort. A hyphen or an underscore is probably how as crazy as you should get, or else those different punctuations in your file name might corrupt your file. Nobody wants that. So I'm just going to put my title, then I'm going to click Save. All right, so now here my document is saved. I just want to point out the edge of the paper, right, is going to be this white edge. Okay, anything that is in this gray area, and you can go off the page, so you can have your color go off, the image go off the page. I just want to let you know because this pink line, and I'll zoom in a little bit, this pink line is just a guide. It does not print. Okay, so just so you know where your page boundaries are. But that's how we set up our document. In the next video, I'll show you how we can add different elements. We're going to start with, we'll progressively build up so you can kind of see how you can create your flyer to our project specifications. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.